Hello, guys. Arus affects here, guys. That time of the week whereby we would be analyzing the market for tomorrow, guys. Today is a Sunday, so we're gonna be preparing our analysis for next week, Monday, and get to see exactly what to expect on the market. So DXY is going to be our first analysis for a day, guys. So starting this thing from a weekly time frame, this is how the DXY actually looks like from a weekly time frame. So in a way, how I usually look at the market, it's try to figure out the direction of the higher time frame. So in this case, starting this thing from here, maybe I would have said this market, this lowest point right here failed to break below this point right here, but we had a push which came to this high which broke above this point right here, so which means we had a break of structure somewhere here. Therefore we knew exactly that when the market was in this phase, it was going to be in a what, in a correction phase. So we're actually expecting to see something which would be looking something like this. That one. So we would be looking for something like this. Even though you could actually use the Fibonacci, you would see Fibonacci would actually give you this zone as the golden zone. So that is where we actually predict our next move to be going toward the other direction. Okay, so we could actually see that from on a weekly time frame we are dealing with an uptrend structure. Well, so which means all of these part of the graph from this highest point, all this part of the graph, it has been part of what, it has been part of the correction. So what we're actually looking for from this point, we're actually looking for proper reversal patterns that would actually be giving us the direction that we are actually looking for, of which in this case we are looking for an uptrend or an upward movement to the upside. But we have to find a confirmation to say that okay, now the market is moving towards the downside, because it can still go towards the lowest point here phansi lena. So that is why you have to have certain ways of trying to figure out your confirmations. Okay, so this is how our DXY looks like at the moment. So if you have a DXY looking like this, how I usually approach the market is, okay, previously when I've been analyzing a DXY, I could see with, okay, there was this sort of like a trend right here, which to me it looks like a reversal pattern, because when the market's going down and starting to give you such this, it is kind of in a way trying to give you what, a reversal pattern, of which okay, once it breaks, maybe let's say we draw a trend line right here, once it breaks above that line, it will be a way that okay, now the market, it is going all the way up. But in this case, in a way, it was at some point there was some sort of like a consolidation, because it has been in the form which looks like this for some time. Because remember, this is a weekly time frame, so you could even think how many weeks has this market been doing the very same thing like this. So in a way it was in some sort of like a consolidation. So the best way to trade DXY as we stand right now, I would say I would approach it in this manner to say, okay, if I were to concentrate in this lowest point right here, and then again I clone these to concentrate on this highest point right here, I would see what, okay, the market, it is just in between these two levels, into these two zones. But when I look at it from this point right here, I could actually see what the market was in a certain trend, which it's simply straightforward and then it's so visible. That one, looking this high, this was the previous low, but in between right there, you would actually see OT. We still have this zone right here. We still have this lowest point right there. Okay, let me use the lines. We have this lowest point right here, and then we have this highest point right there. If you understand how the market moves, you would actually know that the market always moves in higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend. So I think as someone who has some time in trading, you would actually know that now, who would see the market gave you a what, this lowest point right here, and then it came gave you what, this higher high right here, and then it came give you what, a higher low right here again. So this is a clear, simple, straightforward structure, which is a what, which is a higher high, higher, I mean uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high. So what are you expecting to see in the market? The next move, we are actually expecting to see the what, the higher low somewhere there before the market could actually continue push to the upside or continue push to the downside. That one, but at the moment we are expecting to see something like this. So these are the things that you need to be able to picture before you could actually even think of taking any trade. Have a picture with, okay, what am I expecting to see next? The moment you know what you are expecting to see next, it is going to make your life much easier. So we have these two kind of structure. So we have these two kind of structure right here. I'm going to draw one being this way. So this is what we have, guys. Now we have this structure is an uptrend. So what we're expecting to see, as we just said, now we are expecting to see something maybe going towards the upside. If you were to do it with the trend line, it also be acceptable to say you are expecting to see maybe a touch from this trend line going up. Yeah, when obviously with the 90% rule as your TP1. So if your TP1 is going to be here, therefore, which means your TP1 is going to be on your what, on your previous high. So in this case right now, you would also see Uguti from this lowest point right here all to this highest point right there. We have another certain structure that we need to respect. So which one is it? We have this low, we have this high right here, and then we have this low again right here, and then the market came, created this high. I'm gonna use this high just next to it, but just know Uguti, it is based on of this structure. I'm gonna use this one next to this one as well. So we have two kind of structures. We have this higher high, higher low, higher high, which is the main structure. And then within this structure, we've got what? We've got higher high, higher low, higher high. And then the market is still the respect of this structure right now, right here. That one. But now we've just had a what? A double top. So which means if this structure was going towards the upside, it just gave us some sort of like a double top. Maybe that is going to be more visible from a 4-hour time frame. But I want you guys to understand what I'm teaching here. It is very, very important, but you have to pay attention, guys. You have to pay attention to this. If you don't understand such information, you are still in for making a lot of mistakes. Okay, so let's just remove this one for now because we're gonna be concentrating on this structure. But I think you did see where was that coming from. So now this is another structure which we are going to be dealing with. So this market came, created the what? Came, created this high right here. So which means we had a higher high, higher low, higher high. So what we were expecting to see next, it was something like this. It was something like the market coming to create. Okay, let me do it this way. The market coming to create another higher low, and then the market to go up to go create a new higher high. So which means we were expecting to see something like this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But what did the market do? The market decided, nope, I'm taking a U-turn. So once the market takes the U-turn, therefore you have to know. Hence, I'm always saying that when you take a trade, always take a trade, and then your TP has to be on your previous high. So which means even though you were expecting to see the market to come to create this high, this wouldn't have been a lost trade, because if you did manage to enter somewhere down here, your take profit was gonna be where? Was gonna be on your previous high. So this would have been a what? A trade that you won. You were not gonna, you wouldn't have lost this trade. Okay, you wouldn't have lost this trade. The laptop, guys. And I was saying this would have been a trade that you would have won. Okay, So now what actually happened in this trade is that the market decided to do what? The market decided to come give us a what? A double top. So this was a double top that the market created. So we have something which looks like this now. We have this which looks like this. This is what we have currently. So if you have a structure which looks like this, therefore you should know what this is a double top, and then once you have a double top, you should have also have a what? A neckline. So this is our neckline. So what are we expecting to see in the market currently? What we're expecting to see in the market currently is the market coming to retest the neckline and the market coming all the way to this bottom trend line. But we still within the uptrend structure, because remember now, the market giving us this double top right here going toward the downside, it doesn't mean that the market is going to be pushing all the way to the downside or maybe all the way to this point right there. No. Remember, even though when we go to a lower time frame structure, we do see this structure that is going up here, giving us the double top, and then we are expecting to see the market retesting the neckline. But remember that we still have to respect the trend of the main structure, which is this one in this case, So even though this double top, so we're still expecting to see something like this. So you just have to be able to deal with different structures of different time frames. That is very, very, very important. So this is what we are actually dealing with right now, because on a daily time frame, this is what you see: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. The market to be going again to create the higher high. But when you go to a 4 hour time frame, we actually see that, okay, even though we're still expecting to see the market going up, but currently the market just gave us the double top and the neckline. So what do we need to do? We need to wait for the market to come retest our neckline, and then which means we are still in a downtrend on our DXY. So if you can't see that, you have to do your homework or your research again, guys. Okay, so this is what we have on a DXY. So DXY is still going to push towards the downside. So DXY is still going to push towards the downside, guys. So which means we know what we are going to be dealing with. So our gold, we still know what they should be moving up, while the market is still going to be coming to this bottom side like this. So this is how we're going to be analyzing EDXY for now. So it's just going to be simple setup and simple straightforward thing. Okay, so this is what you expect on DXY, guys. We're done with this.